filming here?
Not in a public reception, I don't.
Public building.
Hang on, please, I'm talking to you, so please don't raise your voice.
I'm not raising my voice, I'm telling you, you have to get permission first.
No, I do not. What law says that I have to get permission?
There's signs, if you go to the main guild hall,
no,
talk to the reception there, there's signs there.
Those are your own signs, that's not law.
This is private.
No, this is a public building.
This is public, but all this here is child protection,
but you
the police and everything like that.
And which is all a public service. No, they're all public services.
Look what it says there, restricted access.
I'm not going into a restricted area. I'm only going to a publicly accessible area.
They don't like you filming in here, mate.
Well,
go and ask at the reception. I can't allow you to do it.
I don't need to ask.
You do. You need to ask. You need to ask permission. Honestly.
Right. If you tell me which law I need to ask permission,
well, I don't know about the law.
Well, you can't tell me then that I can't.
I can only tell you what the signs say, and the signs say no filming.
What the signs say and what the law is are two different things completely.
That's not for me to argue. I've just been told this is my job, and you can't film in here.
Well, you can't stop me from filming.
I'm not going to stop you from filming.
Well,
you're not coming in. I can stop you from coming in here.
Well, I'm already in it.
Stay there then.
Okay.
Stay there then.
So, and you don't have a right as security to prevent me from accessing the service.
What service?
Okay.
What service?
So you have the job centre.
What service?
There, okay.
Yeah.
Which
do you want the job centre?
Well, why not?
Do you want the job centre?
Yes.
I don't think they allow you to film in there.
Well, they have no choice.
Don't they?
No, they do not. Okay.
So where are you going?
I'm going in there.
In the job centre?
Okay. Yep. Okay. That's what you have there. Those are all the notice boards there. And as I said,
today's video is courtesy of To Plod or Not To Plod. You'll find their link down below, so go show them some support and check out the full clip. It begins with a detailed exploration of the exterior of a local council office complex, framed as a large and completely accessible public site. The narrator provides a running commentary on the environment, using a touch of humor to compare a small manual security booth to a classic scene from the film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Beyond the banter, it highlights the architectural contrast of the area, noting how some sections appear outdated and weathered, while other parts reveal hidden beauty, such as stunning historical columns that are not easily visible from the main street. This opening sets the stage for a journey through a space that is described as belonging entirely to the public.
Because I know people are in here to actually sign on and so on, okay, and I can see there's people there. I won't go in and actually disturb that because it's not right for me to do so. And if it was empty, then yes, I would go in, but it's not right for me to go in and actually jump in the way of somebody for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, just while it's actually here, is I'm just going to nip in the loo and use the loo. Why not? I might as well take full advantage. And yeah, as I said, I won't go in there because you've got people actually doing their business. I can film whatever I wish.
No, like.
Yes, I can.
We'll see.
Okay. So, and as I said, for people that are here conducting their business, I won't get them on film. I'll respect that. Yeah, so you can see exactly. And then that was the one there that said, no, you can't. You can see I'm all the way in and actually filming. So, and then what you got here, you got a thing called Refugee Week.
That's why the retention. I retain everything.
Upon entering the premises, it captures an immediate and sharp confrontation with a security guard who insists that permission is required before any filming can take place. It documents a classic power struggle where the guard cites internal signs and child protection concerns as reasons to stop the recording, while the narrator counters by asserting that the building is a public service hub. The argument centers on the distinction between private company policies and the law, with the narrator firmly maintaining that because the facility houses public services, like the police, he has a legal right to be there and document his surroundings without prior authorization.
The easy way to put it is everything I know after that date was.
Do you want to go and see the front?
And as I said, I won't go into any restricted area, the same as an actual police station and all the other places. Quite simply, I'll only go into where is publicly accessible and where I'm lawfully allowed to go. So that shows you how much really fast. There you got this there that go up, and then you got another room there. So right now the time is currently 25 to 5. That is currently the time now. There you go. So what I do, guys, is I will leave this building here, and yeah, and that's just the way it is. But what an absolute goon to think that he can stop me accessing which is my lawful right, which is a public service. So regardless to what he feels, he can't, and I wasn't going to allow him to stop me from going into the building and going round. So as I said,
As the interaction progresses, it shows the narrator remaining calm but persistent, effectively challenging the guard to cite a specific law that forbids his presence or his camera. When the guard is unable to provide a legal basis for the restriction, it follows the narrator as he pushes further into the building to test the boundaries of his access. He explicitly states his intention to use the public facilities and visit the job center area, demonstrating that he will not be intimidated by security staff who, in his view, are overstepping their authority by trying to prevent a citizen from accessing a taxpayer-funded building.
So, and so we've got there, you can see, completely accessible, it's public property. So, I've got a little tiny security hut there. Never mind about a bad TARDIS. I don't know if any of you remember what that sort of reminds me of. Is, do you remember the film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with the actual granddad as they're lifting him up and taking him, I believe it was, if I remember rightly, Bulgaria, and he was singing a song, I think it was Posh, I think. So, and that's the actual security that you have there. So, and he sort of, he's keeping himself tucked out the way.
Despite the defiant stance against authority, it reveals a more considerate side of the narrator when he approaches the actual service areas where members of the public are gathered. He decides not to enter the main job center office, explaining that because people are there to conduct their business and handle sensitive personal matters, it would be disrespectful to disturb them or catch them on camera. It emphasizes this balance between exercising a legal right to film and maintaining a personal code of ethics, showing that he is focused on auditing the building and its staff rather than infringing on the privacy of vulnerable individuals.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's what he sort of does, so. The old boy manually does it by hand. Complete public land is what it is. It's quite a big site overall. Let's take a little wander this way and see what I believe. Yeah, that's attached to that building, which was the other one that was at the side of the neck. So the council offices go over a small little waterway, and then it goes.
So it means you're not getting as much I always pass that on.
Have a look.
It concludes with a final summary of the experience as the narrator exits the building and checks the time. He reflects on the encounter with a sense of victory, reiterating the core message that public servants and security personnel cannot lawfully prevent citizens from entering and recording in publicly accessible spaces. By successfully navigating the building despite the initial resistance, it serves as a self-contained demonstration of what the narrator considers his lawful rights. He ends the segment by expressing satisfaction with the outcome and preparing his audience for the next location in his investigative journey.